Mr. Superintendent, you heard the dialogue about North Carolina and a wonderful accolade. North Carolina has an education system. How does it factor into that? And is there a different dialogue that we need to be thinking about with education in business and economic development?
So what I like to say to folks is that public education actually has the workforce of tomorrow sitting in our classrooms today. Let's break that down just a little bit. So about 84% of the students who are eligible to be attending school or school-aged are in our public schools. When you think about 1.5 million students across the state of North Carolina, you're talking about a massive number of students that will be the workforce for tomorrow. Certainly there's some folks that come into the state, but I think most of what we need to be focused on is what are we doing to be sure that the folks that we already have are getting the education necessary for them to be effective workers in our state. One of the things that we need to think about when we think about that ranking, because the one year North Carolina was not at the top, it was actually Virginia. And one of the things that that report actually said was that Virginia had done some significant investments in education that really sort of elevated them, right? And so we need to look and see what's happening then in our state. And you will find any number of different reports. I'll lift up, for example, the Education Law Center making the grade that puts North Carolina's funding, and that's both federal, state, local funding, at 48th in the entire country, right? And the effort that our state puts into education, public education, is 49th in the latest reports that are out. So one of the things that we need to be thinking about if we're going to maintain that wonderful ranking, if we're going to have the kind of workforce with our students that we absolutely believe that we're capable of having with them, we've got to be sure that we're appropriately supporting them through their educational journeys. Now, it's not all about money. I don't want to ever suggest that that's the only thing. There are things that we need to be doing within our system to also address these issues. Certainly thinking about what we do with be sure that we've got the kind of things in place that really excite our students, that are actually relevant to what they might be doing tomorrow, that we've got the kind of caliber of educators necessary to give them the skills and knowledge necessary for them to be prepared for tomorrow as well.